Hello and welcome to today's Daily Digest. My name is Christian and today is Valentine's Day. So we are going to take a little journey through words related to love and Valentine's things. But before I start, I want to say that Valentine's Day originally was not about romantic love. Valentine's Day originally was a normal saint's day, like any other saint's day. Like, for example, St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day is where people all over the world pretend to be Irish or have some connection to Ireland and get really drunk. That's St. Patrick's Day. So what I mean is it's not always about romantic love. And if you don't have a husband or a wife or a girlfriend or a boyfriend, then you can still show love by sending flowers to somebody in your life who you love in a non-romantic way. Like you could send flowers to your mum or your dad or your sister or your brother and show the love, right? And also something that I learned today is that Valentine's Day has different dates in different parts of the world. In some places it's the 6th of March, for example. Weird, I didn't know that. So I would like to show some love to my dad, okay? So my dad is retired and one of his hobbies is to make electronic music. Like very kind of low, relaxing electronic music. In fact, he made the little introduction music for my podcast. Okay, and he just uploaded some new music to SoundCloud, an album actually. So if you like electronic music, go to SoundCloud and follow him and love some of his tracks, and that will blow his mind. This morning, my beautiful wife, she gave me a panettone for Valentine's Day. That's true love. Today's word of the day is this, mirus. And this is a little bit strange, this word of the day, because it's not English. Mirus is Latin. But it's a very important root word in English because it gives us so many words related to Valentine's Day. So we start with mirus. Now, in Latin, mirus means something wonderful, a wonder, something that makes you go like, right, something that you can't believe. It's supernatural, it's special. So from mirus, we get the very common word miracle. Miracle. Because, of course, a miracle, if you see a miracle, it makes you wonder like, oh my God, I can't believe I just saw a miracle. Now, miracles are often associated with love and romance, right? Like if you're a very ugly person, it's a miracle that anybody is attracted to you. It's a bad joke. Okay. And then also think about this facial expression, this like, right? Now, if you see somebody super attractive, somebody that you are really attracted to, what's your face? It's like this. Like, imagine I'm sitting having a coffee and then Scarlett Johansson walks in. So from mirus as well, we have the word admire. Admire. Which means that you look at them like, right? And then we have the noun admirer, And maybe on Valentine's Day, you receive some flowers, right? From a secret admirer. Ooh. A secret admirer. Maybe that attractive guy in your office with the fantastic hair. Maybe that girl who makes you coffee at Starbucks every morning. Maybe she or he is your secret admirer. And you go, oh. And then of course, if you have a secret admirer, if you see somebody that's attractive, then what else do you do apart from this? You smile. 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 Of course you smile, because now you're thinking, hang on a minute, Mirus and smile, they're not related, but yes they are. It's very common that R's and L's can shift and change because they have a similar position in the mouth. Just a little tiny movement of the tongue between an R and an L. So this is quite common for R's and L's to move around. So Mirus and smile are actually the same root. You see, smile, because it's wonderful. It's wonderful. It makes you feel happy. Smile. And what's really interesting, if you speak another Romance language, if you speak Spanish or Italian, then you also have the same thing. For example, in Spanish, we have reír, right? Reír is to laugh. Look, yeah, okay, to laugh. Right, because it's wonderful. And smile is sonreír, which literally means a little laugh. Because you're not laughing, you're like, And again, it's all the same, all from the Latin mirus, because it's wonderful. And in Italian, I know in Italian it's very similar. In French, probably, I don't know. I don't remember. Okay, now, smiling is an important technique in flirting. Flirting. To flirt, okay, it's a verb, and it means to basically play. I don't know how to describe flirt. It's like to... How do you describe flirting? I should have looked at the dictionary definition. Flirting is like a kind of when you are playfully smiling and laughing and telling jokes and because you are attracted to that person. Maybe that's a terrible definition. Bad English teacher. And flirt is actually not related at all to mirus. This is where our journey with mirus ends. But flirting's very important. Okay, flirt. Actually, in the past, it meant to move quickly from one thing to another. Right? You flirt. We have a similar word in English, which is flit, which has this meaning. To flit is to move from one thing to another. And so flirting, you can imagine, it's like if you're moving, you're playing. Okay, you're playing, and so flirting is like kind of playful, playing. Terrible, terrible explanation. Okay, and finally, our final word is romance. Romance. Now, because we're talking about words and word origins, now you look at romance and are you thinking, wait a minute, this is not related to Romans, right? Like to Romans? Yes. Yes, but not because Romans were romantic people. It's actually about Romanic languages. Okay, so in medieval times, you had lots of languages that were not respected, right? Like the Frank language that the French were speaking, or Anglo-Saxon. They had no status. They had no respect. They were languages of the poor people. And then you had Latin. You had Latin. Latin was the language of academics and doctors and lawyers and respected people. And it was also the language of novels, of books and stories about knights in shining armor and chivalrous battles to the death, and kings and queens and princesses and love stories with adventure. So basically, romance is romance because those types of books were written in romance languages, because they were stories that were posh, basically. Anyway, I think that I probably talked too much. I apologize. I hope that was interesting. I don't know. And now I'm going to look for the definition of the word flirt in the dictionary. I'm Christian. This is Canguro English. I'll see you in class.